Netflix has a problem. Too many good shows, buried under an algorithm that only shows you the same 10 titles. So today, I'm digging past the homepage to bring you 7 genuinely great series you've probably scrolled right past, ranked by how audiences actually rated them, counting down to the most acclaimed pick. If you've been stuck rewatching the same 5 shows because nothing new looks appealing, this list is for you. Every single one of these is real, audience-rated, and worth your time. Starting at number 7, Man on Fire. This one reimagines the story behind the Denzel Washington classic as a limited series, with Yahya Abdul-Mateen II stepping into the role of a traumatized former operative hired to protect a young girl in Rio de Janeiro. Expanding the story to 8 episodes gives it room to really dig into his past and his slow rebuild toward trusting anyone again. It's not a perfect adaptation. Some viewers feel it doesn't quite match the intensity of the film. But if you want a straightforward, well-acted revenge thriller with real emotional stakes, it delivers. If action thriller trauma isn't quite your speed, our next pick trades that for a slow-burn mystery instead. Number 6 is I Will Find You, based on the Harlan Coben novel. A father in prison for his son's murder discovers evidence suggesting his child might still be alive and breaks out to find the truth himself. It's the kind of twisty, plot-driven mystery Coben's known for, and it became one of Netflix's biggest thrillers of the year almost immediately after release. It won't blow you away with subtlety, but it moves fast and keeps you guessing episode to episode. Reliable, binge-friendly mystery television. If you want that same kind of tension, but with a much colder, more grounded edge, our next pick takes you to Oslo. Number 5 is Jo Nesbø's Detective Hole, a Norwegian crime drama adapting the author's own Harry Hole novels. It follows a brilliant but self-destructive detective hunting a serial killer, while also trying to expose his corrupt colleague. A classic Nordic noir setup, but handled by the person who actually wrote the source material. Critics have praised it as stylish, gritty, and genuinely suspenseful, calling it easily the best screen adaptation of the character so far, and it shot to number 1 worldwide within days of release. Speaking of Scandinavian crime, our next pick might be the genre's most purely atmospheric entry yet. Number 4 is The Chestnut Man, a Danish series about 2 mismatched detectives investigating a string of gruesome murders connected to a mysterious symbol left at each scene, and a case involving a politician's missing child that may tie back decades. It's dark, meticulously plotted Nordic noir with genuinely unsettling atmosphere, and it's one of those shows people quietly rave about without it ever cracking Netflix's most hyped lists. If you want that same twisty, secretive world building but in a completely different setting, our next pick takes you to a cursed Korean palace. Number 3 is The East Palace, a Korean dark fantasy following a ghost slayer and a woman who can hear the dead, both tasked with uncovering a sinister presence haunting a cursed royal palace. It blends historical drama, folklore, and horror into something that feels genuinely distinct from anything else currently on the platform. It debuted to a rare perfect critic score and became an instant streaming hit almost overnight, proof that some of Netflix's best new releases are the international titles that never trend on your homepage. But our next 2 picks aren't just hidden gems. They're some of the most acclaimed shows Netflix has ever made. If you're finding some new stuff to watch here, go ahead and hit subscribe. I dig up shows like this every week that never make it onto the trending page. Number 2 is Beef. And if you still haven't seen this one, it's genuinely one of the best shows Netflix has ever released. A road rage incident between 2 strangers spirals into an all-consuming feud that unravels both of their lives. But underneath the dark comedy is a genuinely moving exploration of anger, class, and quiet desperation. Steven Yeun and Ali Wong both deliver career-best performances, and critics and audiences agreed almost unanimously that this was one of the best shows of its year. But if you want the single most acclaimed pick on this entire list, this next one earns it. Number 1, the highest-rated hidden gem on this entire list is Dark Winds. Set in 1971 on a remote outpost of the Navajo Nation, it follows Lieutenant Joe Leaphorn investigating a string of crimes that keep leading back to buried secrets from his own past, alongside his new deputy, Jim Chi, who's got demons of his own. What makes it stand apart isn't just the mystery. It's the setting and the culture at the center of it. This is one of the only major crime dramas built entirely around Navajo characters, storytelling, and traditions, filmed on location with a largely native cast, and it's consistently praised for how authentic and grounded that representation feels. It's held a certified fresh score across every season, and it's exactly the kind of slow-burn, character-driven crime drama that rewards patience the same way the best prestige TV does. If you watch only one show from this list, this is the one. So, quick recap. Man on Fire, I Will Find You, Detective Hole, The Chestnut Man, The East Palace, Beef, and Dark Winds. 7 shows Netflix isn't pushing nearly hard enough. If you want somewhere to start, go with Dark Winds first, then Beef. Which one of these have you already seen? And which one's going straight to your watch list? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe if you want more of these deep cut recommendations, because there's a lot more where this came from.